Went from smoking marijuana to doing cocaine. Went from doing cocaine to doing meth. And then it just, once it got to that point, it took everything I had. Everything. Started when my mom and dad got divorced. And then I guess I was trying to find my place between that, you know what I mean? And so that's when the drugs really started picking up. And for a while, I was just doing marijuana. And then it seems like the more things that happened, the deeper I got into drugs. Like when my grandmama died, and then my granddaddy died, and then girlfriends leaving. And it seems like every time something happened, I would always resort back to doing the drugs. It wasn't too long, I couldn't control it. Wasn't nothing I could do. Once I did it one time, I couldn't control what I did afterward. And it took me to stealing. Stole from my family, stole from my mom, my dad, stole from my grandmother, stole from anybody that had anything I needed to get some more drugs. And it wasn't a good life. It just took me in and out of jail from the age of 18 to the age of 41. And it was, been in prison 6 different times. They did like 20 out of the last 28 years in prison. Missed my son's life. My daughter was born. I think that really helped save me. Still missing a little bit of her life, but now I get that everything's back on track. I won't miss no more of it, you know what I mean? I don't want to miss no more of it. When I started realizing I had a problem when I couldn't stay home. I'd get out, go right back. Get out, go right back. Get out, go right back. And there was it wasn't long. I'd do 3 years in prison to get out, and 3 months later, I'm back to doing the same thing, going right back. And it was after probably the first time I went in, I realized I had a problem because my family was didn't want me around. And it was that time when it really hit home. Nobody wanted you there. You know what I'm saying? Walking the streets, living up on the bridge. Nobody trusted you. You know what I mean? And that's when I realized, hey man, there's something going on. I can't do this by myself. You know what I mean? I had to have somebody or something. And yeah, that's about when it happened. When I first heard about A Better Way, I was in a jail cell, and I seen a book. The church I go to on the street when I wasn't in prison, the pastor is a jail ministry pastor, comes from that church. So I read the book, and then I started asking myself, man, how can I get in this program? And so he gave me an application. Ended up calling Billy, talking to Billy. Billy asked me, you want to come? I was like, yeah, I want to come. He said, you really want to stop doing drugs? I said, I'm never doing drugs again. He said, yeah, that's what they all say. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm serious, you know what I mean? I'll do anything to get off these drugs. And so I filled out the application. He accepted me, and thank God I got a chance to come. I think that's what really saved my life, overall. I got out. You could feel that. You could feel that God was all over this property at the ministry, and the guys prayed on you, and made you feel like you was welcome. You know what I mean? Like they were here for you. And it took me a minute to get in, to get comfortable, because I lost my fiance before I got here. I walked in and found her dead, and it took me about 4 months after being in this program that I didn't even feel like I was alive, really, you know what I mean? And then coming here and having all the guys stand behind you and fight through the things that really helped out a lot, you know what I mean? So the first day it was pretty good. It took me a minute to get comfortable and to get in the groove of what was going on and allow God to move, you know what I mean? And once you did, everything changed. Everything changed. Well, the structure here at the Better Way was insanely crazy. You know what I mean? It's like all your buttons had to be buttoned. Man, I snapped, man. It rocked me up for leaving a button untied, button unzipped or whatever. It was all about your response to what they were doing. You know what I mean? You didn't have to respond the way you wanted to. You ain't got to say nothing. Just let them do what they're doing. And as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you ain't got to worry about it. The structure's it's pretty tight. It's probably the hardest thing I ever did, especially completing the program was the hardest thing I ever done. I never thought I was gonna make it, especially through the first 3 or 4 or 5 months. I didn't think I was gonna make it. But the brotherhood here, the Better Way is it's probably one of the strongest things you have here. And it's like when you need somebody to lean on, you got everybody else around you that's there to back you up, there to hold you up. Yes, the brotherhood is what helped me. Like a lot of helped me through this program is the brotherhood here. No other place I've been, you've never had brotherhood like this. You know what I mean? I've been to prison, I've been to church, been to school, and you'll never find like the guys you find here. You'll never find them anywhere else. You know what I mean? It's really unbelievable. My trip to Florida, it was a pretty amazing moment in my life because I got to talk to Brother John a lot working at the warehouse, but being able to get one-on-one with him in Florida was a tremendous feeling, and got you to see that he's not in it for nothing else other than to help other men change their life. Going out to the devotion in the morning times to do devotion on the beach, it was a great moment, man. You can see like the dolphins floating around in the ocean and the sunset. But yeah, it was a pretty amazing feeling, man, especially beating Brother John at Scrabble. He probably didn't like that too much, but Sailor too, Sailor cheated. But that morning we went down to get baptized in Florida. It was in my mind all day, like, man, listen, I'm finna leave everything I got down here and walk away here with something different. So when I went down, I left everything there. I don't want to take nothing back. I wanted a different life. And I believe in when I came up that God changed my whole life and gave me something different. God restored a whole bunch of my life since I've been in this program and even completing the program. He's given me my family back. I wasn't able to go get my little girl when I wanted to. Now I'm able to go get her whenever. Go pick her up, take her on where I want to go, or take her where she wants to go. So God's restoring everything that I've ever lost, you know what I mean? And I hope he brings my store back. He might bring it back, he might not, but I know that if I keep my eyes on him and keep doing what I need to do, that he ain't gonna let me fall. He's gonna restore everything. God's restored everything, even my mind and the way I think. I don't think the same way I used to think. I try to look at everything through everybody else's perspective instead of just my own. It's just a piece I want to. I can't even explain it. I ain't never felt the way before my whole life this way, never. So I'm definitely gonna take the devotion and some of the friends and guys that I met here. I'm gonna take them home, take them with me when I leave here. Yeah, Better Ways has really made me a different person. It gave me a new life. Helped me learn things I wouldn't have learned anywhere else. Gave me friends I wouldn't have had. Gave me a mindset I wouldn't have had. It probably saved my life, bringing me here and changed everything about me. Maybe something different, maybe a better man, maybe a better son, better father, better friend, better everything.